Hello and welcome. Let's do a tarot reading for the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini. Just a collective message. Whoever sees this, take what feels right for you, and if it doesn't feel right for you, then it's not your message. Feel free to move along. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa, and I do random tarot readings, witchy unboxings, and crystal information, among other things, but that's mainly what you're going to get here. So if that is something of interest to you, please subscribe, and yeah, so let's get in there. What do we need to know about this solar eclipse new moon event in Gemini? What is it going to bring for us? Alright. I'm going to do like a past, present, future 9 cards. So top row being past, second row being present, and bottom row being future. Interesting. There's a lot of majors out here. Alright, so let's take a closer look here. All right, so I feel like for the past, kind of like what we're saying goodbye to, if you're really new and you've never seen me do like a zodiac video, in my old zodiac videos, I used to explain it kind of like this. I would do zodiac readings. I don't do them anymore, so if you want to look for them, they're old. They may pertain to you still. Whatever the universe brings you is meant for you, so if you feel like seeking that up, they may be a message. But I would do new moon readings and full moon readings rather than like the weekly or monthly forecast kind of situation. And I would explain the moon as this. The new moon, to me, and how I use that energy. The new moon is not only the start of a new cycle going forward, but it's also the end of the previous cycle. So we are releasing, not necessarily as much as you would say in a full moon, but you are releasing the past cycle. And so I feel like that past line is what we're releasing, what's going away, what we could say goodbye to, or maybe should say goodbye to. And then the full moon is where it kind of culminates and you're at the peak of the cycle, and that's where manifestations are starting to come forward for you. The energy is the strongest, and you also start to say kind of goodbye to the first half of the cycle and start to release to prepare for the new cycle. So that's how I see new moons and full moons. But so for our past, what we're saying goodbye to, conflict. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse too. Interesting that they're both kind of reversed. This deck, I don't normally read reversals. This deck went reversed on me, and it decided it wanted to be read with reversals. So I left it. I did not straighten them out. This deck, and I think one other, I'll read reversals on because the deck kept insisting on it by flipping the cards around. So we're going with the reversals here. So reverse 5 of Wands, releasing conflict, releasing battles, that kind of stuff. So and then we're releasing, like, Queen of Swords can go one way or the other. Now normally on a reversed, I would say that this is kind of harsh truth, harsh communication, you know, being very direct and blunt, but not necessarily in a helpful way or a way that would be constructive in any way. It's just kind of being hurtful. So I feel like we're releasing that. Also releasing solitude. So I kind of feel like some energies around possibly lifting, which we've already seen happen, lifting quarantine protocols, that kind of stuff, solitude going away. So I feel like this is good things to kind of say goodbye to for the last cycle. So what we're bringing in, current energy, we have the High Priestess reversed, we have the 4 of Wands reversed, but we have the 2 of Wands here upright. So currently our energy collectively, not really paying attention to our intuition, not really, you know, like the High Priestess for me is also like this, the Keeper of Secrets. She has, you know, in this deck, I believe is the Turon. Not familiar with that particular work. So I think that's what she's hiding there, which is kind of interesting because with it in reverse, the letters are facing upright. So she, I feel like, is the keeper of secrets as much as she is intuition. She kind of just is like a knows all, sees all situation. And keeping things to yourself is a big energy I get from this card. Having it reversed like this with the letters now facing upright of the document, the piece that she's holding on to, I feel like there's some reveal here. Revealing secrets, not holding secrets, not keeping them back. I feel like we're uncovering things. We have the Four of Wands, which is kind of a celebration or stability. Also, you can see 1111 in here with the way the wands are structured. So I get a lot of like things are kind of mundane. And then we have like not really taking action, very similar energy to the Hermit here, but with the Two of Wands. So twos being partnerships or unions or that sort of thing. I feel like it's kind of waiting to come together. We're waiting for something to come together here. So that's kind of like a current energy, present moment, kind of what we're dealing with here is we're uncovering some stuff, but I feel like we're also waiting for more to be uncovered. The stability is a little shaky. So I feel like it's like kind of in the energy from here would be more of we're watching for something to come. We're watching and waiting for secrets to be revealed. We're watching and waiting for the stability to be uprighted. That kind of energy is kind of what we're dealing with right now. So as a collective, I would say that's kind of what we're going with. We're making some changes, and we are, we had the whole alien disclosure thing, and which I did a reading on. The last reading I did, or the last video I did, was a reading on the alien disclosure and, what we might find out down the road. I feel like there may be some things coming out currently that we're learning about. So there may be other things besides that, but that's kind of the current energy right now. So we're trying to reveal and we're trying to reveal secrets here. That's what we're doing. We're kind of waiting and watching for things to improve. Future, more majors. We have the World card, the Tower reversed, and the Eight of Cups. So the Tower being reversed is like we're coming out of whatever this shakeup is. Like getting the shaky ground, because the Fours being stability for me, the Four of Wands being a stable, stable relationship, stable, just staying steady, like foundational. Thank you. With it being reversed is kind of got some Tower energy to it. Then right below it, we have the Tower reversed. So I feel like we're kind of like uprighting. We're uprighting some of the things that have been changed. So for the future, I have like good, like ending the cycle, like a good feeling of, coming out of the Tower that we have been living for the last, year and a half or so. The whole 2021 vibe is, Tower. So going forward for the future, for the next few weeks, I see us kind of uprooting that, or uprighting that, I should say, and kind of closing out the cycle. Like we're releasing and ending, toxic communication and conflict, and we're putting an end to that. So I see that right here as the future for the World card. The future for the world is, kind of closing out that cycle that we're saying goodbye to here. So and walking away from things that no longer serve us. The Eight of Cups, very strong energy of leaving behind. You may have invested a lot of time in stacking these neatly, but when it's not going to work out, you have like a missing piece, or it doesn't form the way you are intending. It's okay to walk away from investing your time and energy into something. Seeking better, again, walking kind of away here, looking away here as well. Definitely feeling like we're walking away from something. We're walking away from a cycle that we have closed. So I feel like this eclipse energy that's coming with this new moon definitely helps us with our current energy going forward. I feel like by releasing or revealing some of, like, misinformation or secrets or shaky ground, I feel like we do get to that point where we are closing out this cycle of tower years, tower era. Can we call it that? Like, can we make that a thing in the tarot world? Just, 2020, 2021 was the tower era. That would be really fun. So yeah, if you use that in any social media, tag me, because I will comment on your shit and hype you up. But anyways, so yeah, I feel like we're saying goodbye to some stuff that we don't want anymore, walking away. Future here looks good. It looks like we're gaining that foundation. We're rebuilding here. So closing out a cycle, rebuilding a new one, walking away from shit that just doesn't serve us anymore. So yeah, that's my collective message for the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini happening June 10th at whatever time in the morning, wherever you're located. We won't see it. I'm in Arizona, and I believe the peak of the eclipse is at like 3:30 in the morning, which I think it was like 3:34 is what the Alexa device told me when I asked what time the eclipse was. And yeah, they'd heard me anyway. Which was really weird because I was looking at my phone and I asked the question at 3:34 p.m. Today, so that's very, very interesting for me. If anybody has any insights, maybe I should pull a card. What does that mean that I asked that question at this, at the time that it was? I mean, I kind of put it down sideways. I think it might have been reversed, but hey, happiness. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, satisfaction. It is very satisfying when things line up that way. So yeah, and line up. Look at that. Line up right here. Oh, look, what just came out. Queen of Wands. Yeah, so we're on top of things. I think it's really cool. So yeah, that's what we've got here. Thank you so much for watching. And, hopefully I didn't ramble too much. I will see you in the next one. As always, have a blessed day.